The PL Show is brought to you by Kel Charcoal, Kel 360, and Kel Kids Toothpaste.
Hello everyone, you're welcome to the PL Show. I am Keminni, Amanor. The PL Show is brought to you by the Kel Toothpaste brands, Kel Kids, Kel 360, and Kel Charcoal. My makeup is by the African American Beauty Academy and Spa, and my costume, it's by Red Cotton. Thank you so much for spending your afternoon with us. Today on the program, we're bringing you one lady. She's determined, she's ambitious, and she's self-driven. Now stay with me, that's not all. She's also a force to reckon with in the African beauty industry. Let's bring on now Stephanie. Stephanie is CEO of Colorbox.
Hello.
You're welcome to the program,
Thank
Stephanie.
You so
How
much.
are you?
I'm well. Thank you.
What is it that you do at Colorbox?
So I'm the proud founder and CEO of Colorbox Cosmetics.
Wonderful. And then what's the tagline again?
Stay flawless.
So now teach me how to do that.
Okay, this is compulsory. Once you do this, you are initiated into the CB family.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very
yes,
important.
ma'am.
So hands up. We're going to practice a shimmy of the shoulders, and we're going to go down
like
a little
that?
bit.
Okay.
And then we have energy when we say, stay flawless.
Okay, I'll go with you.
Okay.
Okay.
So 3, 2, 1. Stay flawless. Good job.
Thank you. Take a seat. Take a seat.
Thank you.
Anyway, it's good to see you.
Lovely to see you.
And
Lovely to see you.
you look wonderful.
Thank you so much.
You look
Thank you.
You're so beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes.
You are gorgeous too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I think that to find somebody as young as you.
Not that young. I look younger than I am.
No, but take it. It's a compliment. Take it. I mean, in the beauty industry, doing great things. What even surprises me most is the background, the story behind.
Oh, yes.
And we'll talk about it.
We shall.
Just in a bit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You're watching the PL Show. Our guest today is the founder of Colorbox and is based here in Ghana. We'll hear more about her story when we come back. Don't go away.
Mommy. Michelle say, fe. Yum.
Different era, better result. Time has changed and time has brought Kel Charcoal Toothpaste, healthy gums, anti-cavity, fresher breath, and it whitens teeth. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste, Sankofa,
Yenchi, Kel Chocolate Toothpaste.
happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back. Our guest today is Stephanie Adu-Mudikongo.
Perfect.
And she's the founder of Colorbox. And she'll tell us her story today. You're welcome once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Who would you describe yourself to be?
So I'm a British-born Ghanaian, born and raised in London. And some of the key words that you used as you were introducing me, I think are spot on as how I describe myself. I'm very passionate, very determined, and I would add resilient.
What do you mean when you say you're resilient?
Wow. Okay. Actually, this is a really good question. So there's two aspects. There is the professional side of life. So through education, whether it be university where I hated my course, but I had to persevere and push through to get to the next stage of what I wanted to do, which I'm sure definitely we'll talk about.
We will.
And then actually in my personal life, I had actually quite a bad car accident in 2017 that really was life or death.
Right.
And in order to get to where I am now, where it looks like nothing even happens, resilience played a part in that, into not accepting the circumstances and to push through so that I can enjoy life as I want to enjoy life.
You are indeed resilient. But what happened with the car accident?
Unfortunately, the driver drove into a standing truck and I came up with a lot of internal injuries. So there was the small intestine that burst. I have metal rods in my back because a bone in my back was broken. I had a cracked ribs, punctured lung, couldn't walk, had to learn how to walk again, had to learn how to eat again, had to learn everything. And just from that resilient mindset, push through to the point where now it's that you never know that I'd been through something like that unless I tell you. But it's a testimony, and I'm always happy to share it.
And we're happy to hear it, and we're grateful to, you know, the maker for making you stay with us, right?
Yes.
Because then, where will Colorbox
yes.
be? You know, the impact you're making with Colorbox.
I actually think that if there was ever a time that I could have parked Colorbox to the side, it would have been during this period where I was recovering. But I was away for almost 18 months in London recovering there. And I came back to a functioning business.
Wow.
So I knew that, yes, fine, I had systems in place, but people can leave the country for 3 months and not come back to a business. So for 18 months, that was a clear sign from God that this is the path I should be going down, and I need to pursue it with all of my energy.
Indeed. You grew up in the UK.
Yes.
Talk to us about that period of your life.
Okay. So I always reminisce back to my childhood with happy memories. I was very, very fortunate. Grew up in a loving 2-parent household, but I always really appreciated my parents that they never put any limitations on me. I did martial arts. I got a black belt in karate.
Oh,
I played,
really?
yes,
Girl.
I played recorder, clarinet. I was encouraged to sing. I was in competitions. Nothing was off limits. And my parents were born in Ghana and then moved over to the UK. So they were really open-minded. And so I really had that opportunity to explore, and I'm so grateful. So my memories are full of happy times as a kid.
Let's hear some of the, you know, really fond ones.
Okay, so I loved, let me double click on the martial arts. So I joined a karate club. As I said, I got to black belts and was going to competitions. My family used to travel with me all across the UK to compete in these competitions. So that was an amazing memory. Another memory is more on the personal side, where I grew up around a lot of my cousins, and we have a very close-knit relationship. So I have one brother, but I have like actual brother, but so many cousins that are considered as my siblings. So we used to meet up every Saturday and write plays and dances, and used to invite my uncles and aunties into the bedroom by force. So you're going to watch our show and have good, just really, really fun, good times together.
Right.
So yeah, it was a really good childhood.
What are some of the lessons that you picked up during that period that you think formed you into the woman that you are?
I think martial arts is a really, really amazing thing for a child to do, because it teaches you that after repeating something over and over again, you get really good at it. So you don't start off the best, but with time, perseverance, correction, repetition, you get really good. And so that is very transferable into what you can do with life.
Right.
So it's really, really good. Otherwise, bonding time with family, the importance of family, I don't think you can beat it. Having such a safe space, you know, was really, really important, I think, for harboring just a I can do it attitude, or let me try attitude, you know, and knowing that I'm not going to be judged.
Right.
So that really gave me, I think, a stepping stone to kind of do what I wanted to do.
I see. We've heard so many great things about your growing up. Now let's see some pictures. That's our Seed to Oak segment. Let's take a look. your growth like speaks through those pictures.
Can I just say that this is the first interview I've been at where you've requested for these pictures, and I love it because it really does show from like start to where you are now. So it was such a fun task to be asking my mom, send me some pictures. And let me, so it was really good.
Was it difficult finding some of those pictures?
Actually, I thought she would struggle more, but she had plenty. But some of, parents and the angles, they don't know quite how to take pictures. I'm still working on her, So these are the best that we had.
Indeed, indeed. The Seed to Oak segment is brought to you by Kale Kids. Kale Kids toothpaste comes in strawberry flavor and it gives a perfect taste for kids. Kale Kids toothpaste will protect their gum, prevent cavity, and make their teeth strong and healthy with freshness all day. Kale Kids toothpaste is recommended for children between the ages of 2 and 6 years old. It's a product from Samara Company Limited and is approved by the Food and Drugs Authority. You can rely on the quality. Kale Kids Happy Smile. Let's continue our conversation with founder of Colorbox, Stephanie. You grew up in London, you did education there, and you went to King's College.
Yes.
Where you studied something that is not beauty.
I mean,
pharmacology.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, all I can say is that actually I thought I was going to go into dentistry. That's what I thought.
Okay.
But I believed, like, just as being a doctor is almost like a calling, is the same for being a dentist. There's some professions that you really do need to be passionate about. And the sort of person I am, being a passionate person, I can't get into it unless I really love it. Then after I decided, okay, dentistry may not be for me, I took a gap year.
Okay.
And I said, okay, let me choose a course that will give me a foundation so that I can go into any other profession if I wanted to. And that's how biomedical sciences came about. But I realized within the first 2 weeks of me being in university that this course was not for me. In terms of the career options that were actual realistic, and it just was boring. I'm a people's person. I like to engage. And that sort of profession, you're kind of in a closed space in a lab. You have to be okay with that setting. And I don't think it was financially rewarding enough. I didn't think it was financially rewarding enough.
You were already thinking about that.
I knew I liked nice things, right? So I said, oh no, if I'm going to support myself, let me try a profession at least that will give me nice things. So I went on a hunt to find another profession that could open up some opportunities for me and be financially rewarding. And it was just me paying attention to an email in university that was like, okay, we are looking for talented, smart, Black students to be open to exploring investment banking. And I was like, okay, I don't know anything really about investment banking apart from they earn a lot of money and there is not a lot of Black people there. And I'm sure not a lot of Black women there. And that's what always attracts me. So just by me, going to this talk and you realize that in that world, you do not go for that world unless you are all in. So you have to make a decision. Am I going to go for this or am I not? And that's kind of who I am as a person. You either go for it or you don't.
Or you don't. From investment banking,
yes,
you moved on to Morgan Stanley. How long were you there for and what were you doing there?
Okay, so I was there for about 3.5 years. And you see, I was a typical sales trader, and that sort of person is this loud people on the trading floor that shout, buy this, sell that. That was basically my role. So I sat in between the clients who wanted to buy and sell stocks and shares, and then our in-house traders that also were facilitating the other side. And so you're making sure that both sides are happy. It was very fun, very intense. And I'm really happy that I got that opportunity.
I see. Right now, let's engage our very first surprise for you.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
We trick you like that. In a good way.
Okay.
In a good way. Tell me who you see in there.
That is my lovely parents and my gorgeous friend Sally.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Hi guys.
Hi mom. Hi dad. And hello Sally. Thank you so much for joining us to do this, to surprise Stephanie here. We'll start off with you, mom and dad. When you remember the baby girl that you had and the woman you see in front of you, what do you say to yourself?
We incredibly proud of her for what she's achieved in her life process. If I can take you back, when she started this process of setting up business in Ghana, he told us, and we said no. In the end, we said, okay, she will come back. Let's give her 2 months. She will come back. And then 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, and thought, okay, she's serious, so we need to support her. And then we did, and this is where we are now. So we're very, very proud of her on what she's achieved.
Stephanie has said some great things about growing up. I want you to share, some memories you remember about Stephanie here when she was growing up. The things that she would not be happy to share with us. But, you have the free pass to tell us.
Stephanie is one person that has phobia of low insects that fly at night.
Really, Dad?
Even now?
That was one thing that I thought would drive her back to London when he said he's going to Ghana. We were on holidays in Ghana, went on a boat trip, and I can't swim, her mom can't swim, she cannot swim, and we're in the middle of the boat, in the middle of the lake, and he saw one of those insects coming, and then he started panicking, and I have to grab her. We both can't swim, so he did. I have to calm her down.
So I better not take her in the boat.
One of the two, I thought, there's no way she's going to stay in Ghana.
Oh my goodness!
There she is now.
There she is.
Which make it, very successful. That was one thing that makes me very proud of her, because she's very resilient. She's very determined, and once she says she's going to do something, she will do it, and she's done it.
Yeah, for someone that wasn't born in Ghana, she can't speak the language, she doesn't know the tradition. And for her to have continued to settle there, back and forth, it shows that her resilience and her great determination
coming up again.
It makes her who she is now. She is very humble. She is she's a beautiful daughter, both inside and out. Oh. And we cannot be more proud of her than we already are.
Super proud, super proud. And resilience is coming up again.
Yes. They've always made me feel like I can do anything. They've always encouraged me. And so I honestly couldn't have asked for better parents. And I tell them, when I feel like that, I make a conscious effort to tell them, thank you for a great childhood. Thank you for providing the foundation for me, because I really think it's important for parents to be appreciated when they are. It's not taken for granted what they did and the sacrifices that they've done.
Amazing. Sally, how long have you two been friends?
I think maybe almost 20.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yes.
What's kept the two of you together,
The thing that keeps us as friends is the fact that we're able to encourage each other.
Mm-hmm.
When we're having bad days, we're able to vent, laugh about it. If I send her an SMS and it's like, sis, she'll reply and she'll be like, sis, and then she'll be like, okay. We just know, ever since I've known her, everything that has happened in her life to this point, God has planned meticulously. She has overcome any trials, tribulations, anything that maybe would have knocked somebody else down. Stephanie has just gotten back right up and just gone with it. I mean, like I said, yes, there are bad days, there are good days, but the nice thing about Steph is that we can actually sit down and laugh about the bad days. So I don't think that to date she has put her foot wrong. I'm very proud of her. Everybody that I know knows that all I use is Colorbox brushes. If you know me and you don't have a Colorbox brush,
she's going to put you on. Yeah.
He is on a journey that I think is bigger than Colorbox. And so I think, people should just watch this space. We've got her now, on your TV show, but I think she's going to bigger and better places, without prejudice. And so, I'm super, super proud of her. And definitely when you see Steph around her parents and around her family, you will be like, this child must have been adopted. It's just, Steph is, what you see is what you get with Steph, which is lovely. And it's been amazing being her friend, being her sister. It's been amazing hearing where she wants to take Colorbox.
Absolutely.
And I think she's an asset to Ghana as well. So yeah, look forward to seeing where things go with Steph.
And you see, this is it, like having supportive friends like this, right? So I'm sure, you see, we understand in our friendship that we have a level of maturity where we understand that we're trying our best to walk in our purpose. And Sally is one person that can come to me and she'll say, oh, I don't think this was right, or I don't think this was right, etc. And I know she's coming to me with an open heart, right? So I can trust what she's coming to say. So we don't keep any grudges, we don't keep anything. And that's why our relationship and friendship has lasted so long.
This long. Well, thank you, Sally. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for helping us surprise Stephanie. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
We are yet to learn more about your story.
Wow.
And so we'll do that right after this. Don't go away.
Brush, 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 brush your teeth. Brush, 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 2 times a day. Brush with Kel-Kit.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kel-Kit's toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky chicky whiter, chicky chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kel-Kits. Happy smile.
It was really pleasant watching you and your parents
That
and
was
your best
awesome.
friend.
I actually thought that was a video, a pre-recorded video, and so you can't see the shock on my face, but as I was seeing that it's alive, I was just like,
Okay.
wow, they really did that.
Yes. But let's talk about Colorbox.
Sure.
And,
My favorite subject.
Where does the story of Colorbox begin when you finally came to Ghana?
The initial plan was to bring a beauty brand, an established beauty brand to Ghana, learn, and then launch. Unfortunately, that wasn't how it worked out. But as I said, my story is not uncommon. I had done the research, I had done the feasibility studies, I had gone to speak to as many makeup artists as possible. I had really tried to understand what was available in the market. So I knew that there was an opportunity for an affordable luxury brand that Ghanaians could be proud of. So that is how I was like, okay, let me start with my savings, my own brand. And that's how Colorbox was born. And then in 2020, where we did a massive rebrand based on all the information that we'd been gathering, that's when we launched our CB Evolution. And this is where the quality and the packaging and everything that Ghanaian women deserve came about. Colorbox is all about an experience. So when you come to us, we want you to feel like you are part of a family that really cherishes you and that appreciates affordable luxury. Colorbox Cosmetics, as it stands now, are all about beauty tools and accessories. So makeup brushes, sponges. And the reason why we started off with that is because many women will invest money in makeup products, but they will now use market brushes to apply their expensive makeup. No more. So we said, right, we're going to come in and educate and show you that your brushes really, really, really make a difference to your finished look. So as you can see, we're all about just making you feel like, okay, you are worth it, right? So we have 3 different segments that we launched with. So our black handles are for the face. Our pink handles are for the eyes.
Right.
And our purple handles are for pro blending and application.
Right.
Okay, so there's 3 different tiers and there are many different brushes within those.
So now we don't have to overthink it.
You do not have to overthink it. And so it's not intimidating for any woman at any level.
What's the bestseller brush?
Oh, in Ghana, hands down, this, which is our CB15 double-ended concealer brush. And the reason why they absolutely love this is because, of course, you have 2-in-1, but it really blends out concealer underneath the eyes or anywhere on the face easily. So I am a woman that's always in a rush. I don't have time. So I need things that are going to facilitate me with my speed, but allow me to still look flawless or stay flawless.
Yeah, stay flawless.
Stay flawless.
Indeed.
So this is the ethos behind what we are doing here. So this is our retractable brush, our handbag's
Looks very
best friend.
luxurious.
Exactly. And the reason why we like it is because your handbag does not have to be messy anymore. So my top tip with this is that I dip this in a pressed powder at the beginning of the day, lock it in, so that when I have my touch-ups during the day, voila.
That's smart.
And again, my husband doesn't appreciate me dirtying my bags that he has bought me as gifts. So I had to come up with a solution to a problem. And so yeah, this is, I think, one of our best sellers. And in Nigeria, because we actually have some branches in Nigeria now as well, they absolutely love this retractable handbag brush as well.
Amazing.
Yeah. This is just a sample of some of the things that we have, but we have the best and softest beauty blenders.
Let me see that.
Yes. And
Yeah,
we have
it is
different
soft.
shapes. Yeah, very, very soft. But essentially, this is it. You know, we want every woman to feel like they can come and start their beauty journey.
And people could come into the store and get this entire package together.
And we also have amazing delivery.
Okay.
So we have great customer service. That at Colorbox, we do not play with.
So where can people find Colorbox? Only in Ghana?
Actually, so we have Ghana and Nigeria. We launched in Nigeria 2 years ago now, and we're super excited for that expansion. And potentially the UK later on in the year.
Later on this year?
Later on this year.
Amazing,
Yes.
amazing.
This, we are all about packaging, but let's not get distracted by the packaging. That is the #1 top comment that we have at Colorbox. But just to talk through a few more of the best sellers that we have that I love to always share and educate women on. So foundation brushes, there are many different types. However, everything about your brush should be quality. It should be soft and high quality. So when you feel your brush, you should not feel any prickling on your skin. And that is really going to help you to understand that, okay, this brush is going to help me do what it needs to do. So foundation brushes like this, they are really good for applying your foundation, liquid, cream, very smoothly and in no time. So that is really, really good. So there's a few things that I always love to recommend our ladies to look out for when they're choosing brushes. So first of all is the quality of the bristles and the craftsmanship of the brush. So you really, 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 really want to have a feel of the brush, and it's going to show you by the softness how well it's going to blend. Okay, and of course we go the extra mile and make it look pretty as well.
Can see that.
Yes.
With the neck.
Yes, exactly. And then of course every lady needs a really good powder brush for your press powder. Same thing with this. You really want to, you can see the quality. So feeling is believing when it comes to brushes. Feeling is believing.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yes, yes. The whole point of our brushes is, yes, we have provided a color code for ladies if they want to start to not feel intimidated, but they are very, very versatile. So you can use them as you wish, as you grow.
Wonderful. So where can people find your products?
So we have the most fun on social media, on Instagram at Colorbox Cosmetics.
Okay.
And we are expanding into YouTube and to TikTok really, really soon. Because literally when you visit, we have the most fun. Energy is there. It lives there. And then of course you can come to visit us in our studios at Teshi First Junction. And that's right beside the MTN office. You'll see our shop sign there.
I see.
Yeah.
Very well. And so why the name Colorbox?
We really want to have a vast range of colors in our product offering. And so it is really helping us to remind ourselves all the time of that, #1. #2, as women, we are extremely colorful. #3, color looks great on our melanated skin.
True.
And the box aspect is about not keeping us in the box. So we want to be colorful outside of the box. Yeah, so that's what Colorbox represents.
That's smart. There's a meaning to everything.
There really
you
is,
do.
yes.
Let's take a look at what a daily in your life, in your fun life, or rather the night owl life, whichever it is. Let's take a look now in 360.
Stephanie Adu-Mudikongo is a British-born Ghanaian. She is the founder and chief executive of the Colorbox Cosmetics Limited. In 2014, Stephanie moved to Ghana to establish the beauty brand. Stephanie's passion and experience within the beauty industry spans across 15 years, with leadership roles including sales, marketing, and customer relations. Stephanie's ambition and entrepreneurial spirit are the driving forces towards her commitment to becoming a leading beauty entrepreneur. She is a role model with a recognizable legacy to inspire generations to come.
So the daily in your life is all about talking beauty. It sounds fun to me. Like, is it hectic?
It's extremely hectic because there is the front end, which presents, fun, of which beauty is fun, and a seamless experience. But in order to have that, the back end needs to be on point. And that is where you have the most interesting interactions with the business world in that setting.
360 is brought to you by Kel 360 toothpaste. Now, instead of doing the LPM myself, I'll hand it over to Stephanie.
Oh, okay.
To do that for us. So
All
here's it. It's for you.
Okay, the whole thing. Wow, you guys are trying. Kel 360 toothpaste provides you and your family with all-round dental protection throughout the day with freshness. Kel 360 toothpaste is good for kids, children, and adults. Let your family be proud to use it, and when you step out, consistently use Kel 360 toothpaste all day. Kel 360 toothpaste brightens your teeth, prevents cavities, gives fresh breath, and its cool mint flavor throughout the day protects the teeth from decaying. For consistency and quality, use Kel 360 toothpaste. Kel 360 toothpaste, another product from Samara Company Limited, producers of Sasso. Kel 360 toothpaste, happy smile.
Well, thank you. Thank you. That was good. Let's talk a bit more about, the challenges of running a business and a business in the beauty industry. What would you say there?
One of the biggest aspects that maybe we haven't touched on is the culture shock from coming from a very intense working environment, such as investment banking, to a very relaxed working environment, which is far less regulated as a Ghanaian environment or working environment. Now, I actually see the beauty in both now. I can see the beauty in both, but the culture shock was really, really real. And part of that was our human resources element. How do you manage people here? How do you motivate people here? What drives workers here? How do you support them? And you're always constantly making mistakes as well through this. And how do you protect your business as well as support your workers on their growth journey? So that is a massive, massive key area which I've been honing down on, particularly in the last few years, I would say, and I'm having increasing success. So human resources, really, really a key aspect of business. Otherwise, it is just understanding how, again, with the people aspect, how to deal with third parties that have an impact on your business. We're talking about logistics, couriers, riders, shippers, all these different third parties that can make or break your reputation. So how do you deal with them? How do you communicate with them? And how do you get them on side? So I'm really thankful that I was humble enough to understand and to learn how to interact with people. And now to the beauty industry. Now, wherever there's a lot of women, sometimes can be controversial or there's a little bit of drama, a sprinkle of drama. So I think fostering a safe space for women that there is no competition or reduced competition. Well, because competition is a little bit good. Yeah. So reduce competition, and at the same time encourages, people to help one another. That is our biggest, I think one of our biggest goals and something that we are really striving towards at Colorbox Cosmetics, because as I said, dealing with women can sometimes be a little bit, there can be a little sprinkle of, a little tricky.
Right.
And then I guess I say the lack of regulation. So telling somebody why you need to clean your brushes between clients. How do you look after your brushes? Why do you need to communicate with your clients about showing up, or if you're running late. All these little aspects of, I say like regulation and best practice is key.
I see. What are some of the recognition and awards that you've had in, your career as a beauty entrepreneur?
Wow. So I would start off with, I think, the funnest awards that we've been recognized for, which is digital commerce and marketing. Because again, social media is where we have the most fun. So we've been recognized 2 years in a row for that with the Makeup Ghana Awards. I've also been recognized as Beauty Entrepreneur of the Year. 2 years ago, we won Beauty Brand of the Year. But with all of that, to be honest, I really do love and appreciate awards, but the biggest reward is the daily feedback that we get from our customers. The daily in the DMs, the feedback, that is what drives us. That is what gives us fuel. So if anything at all, the fact that I know that we are serving our customers and they are appreciating it and they're happy and they're enjoying it, the best.
Let's talk about Pinktober.
Okay.
We like it.
Yes.
We get to put on pink.
Yes.
Unapologetically.
My favorite color.
Oh, really? I can see from, from there. I know you do something on Pink October.
Yeah.
To help women out there. Talk to us about this event and, the awareness it creates.
Breast cancer has affected my family personally. My grandma passed away from breast cancer. So I'm very aware of the impact it can have on a family and on a community. And I'm also aware here in Ghana that sometimes people do not want to talk about it or they shy away from it. And that does not give you the results and the help that you need. So the initiative that Colorbox put together is all about making women feel good as they're going through their treatment. So once a lady is convinced to go through the treatment, we put together packs with medical supplies and a few cosmetic products in there as well, so that number one, they can heal faster, and number two, so they can also start to get back to themselves as quickly as possible. Because I understand, especially from my experience of the accident and recovering from surgery, that it really starts up here and it's in the mind. So as soon as you can get your mind in a good place, your healing really helps and progresses a lot quicker.
Now from here, let's go on and check out the DIY segment.
Welcome to my DIY on how to achieve flawless makeup. So the first secret to flawless makeup is great skin preparation. If you have oily skin or dry skin, moisturize and hydrate, and that is going to really prepare the skin for that flawless application. Now that the skin preparation is done, we can go in with our foundation. The technique is to dab, dab, dab. It's time to go to the famous highlighting and contouring. The last cream product that we are going to apply is our cream blusher. And now it's time to migrate to the powder products. So first things first, we are going to make sure we set all of our concealer products and make sure that it is really smooth and really helps to last the whole day. So one of the last steps to complete your skin work is to bake, bake, bake. This is our magic eyeliner, our 2-in-1, meaning it's an eyelash glue as well as an eyeliner. But now it's time for the lips. So the lips, we're going to keep them real simple and cute. And what do? We go in and we dust off the excess. Last but not least, guys, is to set your face with a setting spray, just to make sure that the whole look melts together and again helps your makeup last longer. So we've come to the end of my DIY tutorial, and I really hope that you learned something new. Makeup should be fun, quick, and easy. And we have a saying here at Colorbox that makeup should be about enhancing what you love about yourself and not hiding what you don't like. So, thank you for watching, and above all, stay flawless.
We like that.
That's great. That's great. That's great.
We like that. It also begins with the tools you use.
Definitely.
Doesn't it?
That's the missing piece. As I said, women will always invest or can be convinced to invest hundreds of cedis in makeup products. But the missing piece is, what are you using to apply the makeup? The tools are the missing piece.
Why tools though? I mean, you could have gone into any other thing. People struggle with finding their shade and all that, but you chose tools.
I think this gives me the access to work with collaborations, with partnerships. We've partnered with Maybelline, we've partnered with so many other different brands where they provide the makeup when we provide the tools. And because we have the tools, it doesn't limit what we can teach you. It also doesn't constrict us to working with whoever we want to work with. And it is one of those things that makeup trends come in and out, but good tools last forever.
Indeed. Smart.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think I've been saying that a lot, but yeah, I mean it. You took some really smart decisions from the get-go. The DIY segment is brought to you by Kale Charcoal Toothpaste. When you use Kale Charcoal Toothpaste, you're going to get good fresh breath, whiter teeth, dental plaque reduction. It will make your gums strong. It will prevent cavity. It will not upset your stomach. And it would also take away your hangover breath. This is another quality product from Samara Company Limited, Kale Charcoal Toothpaste. Happy smell. You serve on the board of Ghana's first beauty business chamber, and you're also on the National Technical Committee for Cosmetics by the Standards Authority.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't even know that existed.
Right.
Yeah, so what you do on these boards?
The Beauty Business Chamber, the slogan is setting and winning with global standards. So it's a space where both practitioners and businesses can have a space where we support them through their journeys and give them opportunities and make sure that, again, we are setting the global standards to excel. And the National Committee is literally in the fine detail. So there's a series or a group of experts, and we, Colorbox and Makeup Ghana, were representing the practitioner side of things. And again, setting in stone those best practices, what should be included in certain products, why should it be included, is there anything that is irritating to a practitioner, all those fine details. So really making sure that we are setting ourselves up for an excellent foundation to really have this be an industry that is respected and is really taken care of by Ghanaian women and for Ghanaian women.
Amazing. So what do you think Colorbox is headed in the near future?
As I always say, Colorbox is just that stage one of business. What we envision for our company is to be the poster child for Ghanaian beauty brands. So when you think of beauty brands globally, we want you to think of Colorbox Cosmetics. And our vision is to support and empower women through greater beauty choices. So that is where we are focusing our efforts on. So we are expecting, or you should expect from us, greater product offerings. You should expect from us more amazing events, more education, more collaborations. But just imagine, we are literally just at stage one of our business.
So we can imagine what the next step will be.
Exactly. So we're really excited for the future, and we encourage everybody to come on board now, stick with us, grow with us, and let's have some fun.
Very well. I want to ask you what your parting words will be for young people who have watched us.
Sure.
But before then, let's give you our presents from our sponsors.
Well, I was about to say, this Kale toothpaste, I want to try it.
Yes, you should.
This is amazing.
You should.
I'm going to have to hide this from my employees when I go back to the office. Wow.
You should.
This is
you
awesome.
Should.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
There's one more thing we would give you before, you say your last and final words to young people who have watched you. In fact, not just young people, but everybody.
Okay.
Now, age is really a number. You can start any time.
Definitely.
Now, this is what we give every woman who's made it here on the PL show.
Wow.
This is to remind you.
I love that. This is gonna, I know, already
Yes.
know where I'm going to put this in my office.
It's to remind you that we're watching you.
This is awesome.
And
Oh, you've even
yeah, your name is there. We personalized it.
This is very meaningful.
Yeah, and
This
we
is
wish you the very
meaningful.
best.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love an intentional show, and this has shown me intentionality behind, you know, you encouraging me. I do not take it for granted, and you know, I'm here to serve, and so I want to be back here with you guys very soon.
We love to see. We love to see. Talk to young people who have watched you.
I want you to envision what your best life looks like, and I always want you to remember that you can actually do what you put your mind to. We have a special gift as women, and we should absolutely use it. Make sure you are putting in your best. Excellence should live with you. Excellence should be running through your fingers. And really always make sure that you remember to stay flawless.
We saw that one coming. Staying flawless.
It had to come.
Yeah, so thank you, and stay flawless too.
Thank
we
you
know
so
how
much.
to say that as
Yes.
well. Stay flawless. That'll be all for our show today. Thank you so much for joining us on the PL show. Remember that the PL show is brought to you by the Kel toothpaste brands, Kel 360, Kel Kids, and Kel Charcoal. My costume is by Red Cotton, and my makeup is by the African American Beauty Academy and Spa. Same time next week, we'll be here on this channel. Bye-bye.